Hello, welcome to the February vlog. This one's a bit late, but a lot happened in February. So grab a cup of tea, cup of coffee, a cup of hot water, I guess, and we'll get going. Okay, hello, welcome to another vlog. It's really super dark in here. It's like 4 p.m. and it's also really cloudy, so bear with me. Pretty much everywhere in the house is dark like this, so this is the best I got. But we're starting a new vlog. If you want to know like the whole picture of like monthly goals and stuff, go watch my bullet journal video. This is the one with the setup for February. But I'm just going to talk a little bit about my goals for February. Basically, I have finished the design portion of working on my game, and now I get started really digging into the code. So a lot of February is going to be setting up some kind of boring like structures, architecture for the code that needs to be in place for everything else to work. I am going to try to do a little bit of art as well, so it won't be too boring, but expect to see a lot of code, a lot of working on code. What else? A lot of fitness goals. My running pace did not really increase in January at all, so I'm going to up the training a little bit, see if that does the trick. I also think I'll pay closer attention to my protein intake because that could be affecting it as well. And then a big goal is to try and get up at 6 a.m. every day, which day one, not off to a good start. My alarm went off at 6, I woke up, and then I went back to sleep till 7. So it's a work in progress, but I'm gonna get there. As far as goals, I think that's pretty much it. I do have a couple of other goals, but they're a little bit smaller. I'll probably mention them at some point, but for the most part, working on game code, kind of setting up the architecture is priority 1, fitness is priority 2, and then getting like a good sleep schedule is priority 3. Early February was pretty laid back. I did not exactly hit the ground running, but I got a lot of reading done, and I played some good games. Happy Friday! It's Friday. It's about 11 a.m. right now. It's kind of a slow start, which is normal for Fridays. I like to have my coffee and my breakfast, and I do have a couple of morning meetings that are over now, but in general it's pretty chill. Unless I'm on like a big deadline, then it's not as chill. But today is relaxed. I do have work until about 4:30, but it's good work. I was kind of stuck last week, just mentally, like a lot of the stuff I was doing was very tedious, but I think I broke through that and I'm back a little more focused. So I'm gonna finish up work. As far as game project goes, this week has been a little bit of a wash. I did a tiny bit of work, I think it was on Monday, but other than that, I really haven't done anything. On Wednesday, I decided instead of doing anything productive, I was gonna play Civilization for the entire night, and I don't know why I keep playing Civ. It just kind of makes me feel angry because I'm not very good at it, and it makes me frustrated that the AI is better than me, even on like default difficulty. But, you know, it is what it is. For some reason, I keep feeling the itch to play it anyway, so maybe once I finish my game, because the games each take like 20 hours, maybe when I finish my game I'll be done with Civ. But that's kind of the summary of my week. I haven't done much. I've been doing a lot of fitness related stuff. So my work is doing a 5-week fitness challenge. This is week 3, and this week we have to do at least 7,500 steps, drink, for me, 5 glasses of water. It's based on ounces, but I've just figured out for me it's 5 of my glasses of water. I completely blanked. Do a workout, and like log it, and then stretch for 5 minutes. So between the water and the steps, it actually takes like a concerted effort to get all this done every day. But it's almost the weekend. The work challenge doesn't go on weekends, so I'll still probably do some exercise on the weekend, but it won't be as time consuming. Really, it's the walking. I find that I walk about 1,000 steps in 10 minutes. So like that's 70 plus minutes of walking every day. And my runs probably rack up steps a little bit faster, but not a ton faster. So like a 30-minute run, and then I also have 30-40 minutes of walking. But I've been getting a lot of reading done. I typically read while I walk and while I run lately. It's been really nice. I just propped my phone up on the treadmill. I had this prop my phone up, this gesture. I just prop my phone up on the treadmill and go. And it's been working. So that's pretty much the whole week has been work, fitness, streams on Tuesday, Thursday, and not much else. But I'm hoping maybe I'll turn it around a little bit this weekend, get some work done. I don't know, I've been getting really tired on the weekends, and I think I do have sort of the mental capacity to get some work done, but I just can't get started. I feel so worn down, so we will see. But for now, it's Friday, I'm feeling good, and I'll just keep checking in later. Keep me accountable, guys. Let me know if I don't get my game work done. You guys will be a little disappointed, maybe. That seems harsh. Maybe that's not the right strategy, but it could help. A little guilt could help, right? Maybe. Don't take advice from me. Alright, I will check in later.
Just doesn't even give a shit about me yelling for you or the light.
No, it doesn't. Okay, today's Saturday. I'm filming in this direction so you could see that I'm playing Civ instead of doing anything productive. I think, you know, it's okay. I don't have super rigid guidelines for like how much I should be working on weekends on like side projects, but I think I've been playing too much Civ, specifically pointing at it there. This game takes a long time, and it gets really like next turn, next turn, next turn, next turn. So like it really sucks you in, and so I know that when I have things to do, I should not start up Civ. And this is me applying some pressure, so I stop and I do something else today. I think, let's see, I'll set 30 minutes. Is 30 minutes enough? I'll do 30 more minutes of Civ. Then I'll get up and I have some cleaning I want to do. I want to get some game work done. Overall, today I don't have any crazy plans, but I know I don't want to sit here and play Civ all day, which is what I might do if I don't intervene. So that's what this is. Okay, 30 minutes. We'll see if I stick to that. I think I did play Civ for more than 30 minutes, but I did eventually get off my butt and then get back on my butt and do some game development. At this point, I have my multiplayer movement working very well. All the movement you see here is communicated to the other window through a server, like two people playing a game over the internet. Kitty, who are you yelling at? What the heck was that? Why are you shouting? Why are you shouting, kitty? This workout I've actually done before, and it is pretty consistently a run the whole way through with a little tiny warm-up right there. So I'm a little bit worried I won't be able to do this one, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. I'll just do slower if I have to, but I'll try to run the whole way through. I don't think I was able to the first time I ran it. Okay, happy Wednesday. This week feels very long, and this update's gonna be quick because I have to get back to work. In the back here you can see my spreadsheet where I'm tracking all my fitness challenges. They add something every week, so it's like smaller sections and then bigger and bigger and bigger. And next week is the last week, so that's gonna be nice, but it's really challenging. And I was kind of thinking of continuing it after the 5 weeks, just on my own, to see how healthy I can get, basically. But we're gonna talk about that later. For now, I'm just gonna get back to work. I canceled stream last night because I was feeling, I just kind of kept working after the workday was over. I was trying to do something time consuming and I didn't want to stop doing it, so I just kept doing it, and then it was 7 o'clock and I had been working until 7 that morning roughly, taking a couple breaks to like exercise and do groceries and stuff, but I don't know. I don't really have much to say. I just wanted to update that last night was pretty much lost to video games. I just felt a bit burned out, so I didn't stream. I played games by myself. I played Niche, or Niche, depending on how you say it. I think Niche is the more popular version of pronunciation, but it's a cute game. I might stream it because it's kind of fun and interesting, and you can rename the little animals. But back on track. Today, gonna do my work. I need to do a workout at some point. I might do a strength workout today. I'm thinking something a little bit slower, less intense in terms of heart rate, but maybe more intense in terms of physical strength. And then tonight I want to get some game work done. I've been slacking a little bit, doing just tiny bits at a time, and today I want to bust out like a big chunk of work and really, really do something. We're almost halfway through February, and I feel like I haven't done a lot. I've done some, but I haven't done a lot, and I only have a year to make this game. At least I've only given myself a year. I could take more, and I probably will take more, but I'm gonna try to do it in a year, and to do that I have to really get going. So, sorry, my throat's a little cloggy, a little tired. I'm very tired today. I don't know why. Just trouble sleeping, I guess. But, how are you doing? How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. It's been getting very cold here. I think we'll get more snow probably this week. That's what the forecast says. And it's supposed to get down into the 20s, which is ridiculous, but yeah. I just got done doing a strength workout that I did thinking it would leave me like less sweaty. No, it didn't leave me less sweaty, and now my arms are so tired I can like barely hold up the camera. But it felt good. It felt good. I definitely want to be doing more strength. I don't have a reason for why I'm not. I've just been running more, and that's the reason. But I'm gonna try and find a little bit better balance between the two so I can get hella jacked. You know, everyone's goal is to get hella jacked, right? Right. I have a meeting to go to though, so I better get going. About halfway through February, you might remember, is when the big snowstorm hit. We got hit a little bit at first and then some more later. We were actually pretty lucky. We didn't lose power. We were mostly fine. My mom, who lives about 40-minute drive away, lost power for almost an entire week. I don't know what we would have done. As I mentioned in my last vlog, we are really not prepared for power outages, so we really got super lucky. We need to prepare better for these kinds of things, especially with all the pets we have that we need to keep safe and warm. And just before Valentine's Day, I woke up at 6 in the morning and I did another 5K. This is the first virtual race I've done where I actually finished the 5K within the set time, because these are live streamed workouts, so they go at a certain pace, and then when they're over, the workout is over. And so if I don't have my 5K distance in that time, I just don't do a whole 5K. But I was able to do it this time. So last time I got pretty close. I can't remember exactly how many miles I got. I want to say it was like 2.8 or 2.9. So I'm getting a little bit faster, even if it feels like I'm not, because I actually got like a couple hundredths of a mile more than 3.1. The snow, while it didn't kill our power, was very persistent. We don't really deal with ice on the roads here. It doesn't happen too often, and so it shut down most delivery options, but we did tip very, very generously to get our hands on some Valentine's donuts. And I felt pretty bad even with the big tip, but they were so good and they were exactly what I really needed. I did still have to work, of course. The nice thing about working remotely is that you don't have to leave the house to get your work done. So I did my day job work, and then I also did some work on my game project. I started working on the grid like I talked about in my February plan with me, and I also started to tie up some of the other milestones that I made progress on in January. Getting some of the player movement stuff sort of finalized. One of the really fun things I did was make some hats for my characters to wear. In the long run, I want a lot of vanity items like this that the player can unlock and swap, change the colors, fun things like that. So what that means is I have a lot of these little props to work on. I want to get a better sort of workflow for it set up so that I could easily test out what they look like on the characters without doing a lot of finagling in the 3D software. So that's what I want to work on soon in the real world. It's March when I'm recording this, but yeah, the hats are super cute. I didn't quite realize just how much food this was in the Tupperware until I dumped it out onto a plate. So there's a lot of veggies, and then I have my apple over here for fruits, which also count for this fitness challenge I'm doing. Have I mentioned the fitness challenge? Probably, right? Probably. I need to eat a lot of veggies every day, is basically the thing. So here they are. Okay, I fried up some eggs and vegetables for breakfast. A lot of vegetables in that, topped with salsa for one more fruit and or vegetable in the form of chopped tomatoes and like chilies and whatnot. Then I have my coffee here in this fancy coffee beaker. I do need to actually take these out the grounds before I pour it, which I forgot before I started filming. This is going to be breakfast. Delicious egg vegetable pile and some coffee. It's really, really, really cold. Mornings like this, I actually I just want to sort of hold the coffee brewer because it gives off so much heat. But don't touch the hot coffee, it will burn you. Okay, today is Friday. I'm feeling really cold and kind of sloppy. Making some coffee. You can see it back there. And I'm also gonna have some Eggo waffles for breakfast because I just feel like eating something sweet and delicious and not a bunch of vegetables like I've been eating. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe for today. Feeling kind of lazy. I have to work still, even though I am feeling lazy, I still have to get my work done, so I'm gonna really focus, try to get a ton done in the next couple hours, and then hopefully I'll be in a good place to start off next week on a strong foot. But I do have a meeting in about 15 minutes, so I have to wrap this up, make my breakfast, and go, you know, connect with the workplace or whatever. That was a weird phrase. Get back to work is better. Seems a little more aggressive though. We're not gonna worry about semantics here. I have to heat the water and run the toaster separately because this outlet, for whatever reason, gets overloaded super easily. So, also, have I complained about the brown walls and the gray wallpaper yet? Probably right. I'd like to fix this soon. Now that I'm a wallpapering expert. Not really. I'd like to repaint in here. Around mid-February, I received the rewards from a Kickstarter campaign I backed late last year. It's a tarot deck. Actually, I think it's technically an oracle deck. I know there are some slight differences that I don't fully understand. I really like to use tarot cards for journaling as a way to spark thought about the things happening in my life. And also, these are just beautiful. James R. Eads is the artist, and I actually got 2 different decks because I thought they were so pretty. And I almost feel like I got a little boost in my journaling and sort of how intentional I was being about everything, knowing that I had a pretty new deck of tarot cards to play with. By late February, I had most of the grid done. So you can see it generates these squares. It handles hovering and clicking for each of the squares. The final system for selecting these squares is going to be a little bit more complicated than this, but this is a great start. There's a lot more actually that I found out later had to go into the grid system that I didn't plan for, but I will talk about that in a future vlog. I also got my keyboard cleaned. Warning, it was absolutely filthy. Avert your eyes if you don't want to see probably about 3 years of food crumbs and pet hair and stuff that just accumulated underneath the keys. I got most of it when I cleaned though, so now it's nice and shiny, and I almost feel like the LEDs are working better. Okay, this month, since I didn't really get a chance to properly close out the vlog, just because I've been so busy, I thought I'd talk through what I got done on the game project. So what we're looking at is Notion, where I've been keeping track of all this, and here at the top, we have milestones. So here I have things like the design document, art concepts, player movement, the game grid that I talked about. And then I have some other stuff over here that I haven't quite gotten to yet. But we can see here, design doc was completed in January, like I talked about in January's vlog. Concepts I started in January, they're still in progress. I have a little bit more to do on that. And then player movement is 100% completed. And if we click in here, we can see that modeling to accessories is part of this milestone, and so that I did in February, and then all this other stuff I did in January. And then in February what I got done was primarily the code setup. So this, we can even open this. I can see all the times I worked on it. These are my like changelog entries. This is what I wanted it to do, tests I wanted to make sure to write. But yeah, I just really love Notion so far. But as we can see in the game grid here, I got the code set up, so I have sort of the backing data structure for the grid. and you can add units to it, you can remove units, you can get a unit that's at a certain location, and things like that. Useful things we're going to need later. And then we have the grid visuals done as well, which is a 3D model for it, the component for Unity that actually creates the grid. It sort of generates these squares based on the size of the grid, and then it shows a physical representation of the units when they're added. Right now it's just like a plain sphere, but in the future it will be actual things, so that's going to be really cool. But we have also set up a very basic visual effect for highlighted grid squares. But basically we have the visuals, some rough visuals for the grid, we have the code for the grid. The other things in here are kind of not really part of the grid. I probably shouldn't have added this in here, but I wanted to create the 3D models to set up the arena. So like the little game world that the game is played in. I might actually move this to a different new milestone because I don't know that it fits in here anymore. But then similarly I have scene settings, which is sort of like lighting, fog, post-processing, make it sexy, I wrote in here. Whoops, I keep clicking out instead of back. I might move both of these into their own sort of milestone and do that later, especially once I have more of an idea of the models I'm gonna need, because I only have the one concept and I haven't really thought it through yet. So actually I've talked myself into it. I'm gonna move those out. So really all we have left is to add the grid multiplayer, which sends the sort of grid state to the server so that it can be displayed for other players. And then I realized getting into this that I was gonna need to restructure, refactor how I was doing the multiplayer server code, so I'm rewriting that. In theory, this would actually move up here. I just don't think I have a sort on this right now. Let's see, I can add this. Sort by date ascending. Whoops, I just deleted it. Date ascending. There we go. Okay, now they're in order. I'm gonna move these, and then these, oh yeah, and then I also have grid selection and input. This is gonna be a thing I need to design a little bit, so I don't know when I'll do that, but I kind of wanted to do the milestones in order, so we're gonna have to think about that. But that is way off topic. What I got done is here. That's what I got done, and I'm very proud of it. I don't think I got anything else done in any of the other milestones. You can see I have this planned out for the whole year. And it's actually going pretty well so far. Like, a lot of these have changed position since I started, but for the most part things are getting done on time, which is great. So that's gonna be the end of this vlog, a little look at how the game's going as our conclusion. If you want to see detailed reports on like how I did on all my goals, check out my March plan with me, because I talk a lot about how February went and what goals I checked off. But otherwise, just stay tuned. I plan to make another vlog next month. As you can see, it actually is next month. I am finishing this late because I'm a little bit overwhelmed by work, but I'm gonna still try and pull a vlog together and get something out to you guys. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep an eye on what I'm up to. Let me know in the comments what you got done in February. I will be back soon with another video, and I hope to see you there. Bye bye. Do a little wave. Bye bye. Bye bye.